Hello everyone, Scott from Exposition.com. Today I just want to show you another update that I've done again. The painstakingly tedious process of changing this thing every other week is finally taking its toll on me. But I finally decided that this is going to be the last one, and I know I said it the last time, but this one is actually more SEO compliant than my last one, and I'm bringing back a ton of things that I took away. Mostly the forums, a shop, and the community side are all making a comeback. What this means is if you go to thedailyexposition.com, not only can you check out our store, which I'm actually working on adding items as we speak, there will be plenty of free items. If I make something that I want to give away to you guys for free, they will be in the store. Of course, I will try and tell you through a video or something, and it can be something simple, like a theme for Chrome. It could be as simple as that. It could be as simple as a smiley face that I drew while I was bored. That could be there. However, I also have many affiliate programs. What an affiliate program simply is, in case you don't know, means if I advertise the product and someone goes to buy it, I will in turn get a profit of a certain percentage that the company gives me for selling and helping to advertise their product. So I'm going to actually be putting products in there. I'm actually working on right now my first item, which would be a Skyrim. I have Amazon, and I have a purchase code in there where you can buy Skyrim, the Legendary Edition. You can buy it there, and as soon as you get it, it's automatically for your PC. And I figured that'd be a good starter item so I could eventually branch out. Things that I make myself will be on there. Books, services are maybe on there actually. I've been dabbling with the idea of actually selling my time to people. That doesn't sound good, actually. That sounds really bad. Okay, let me reword that. I'm going to be selling my, not my expertise. Yeah, I don't got expertise. I'm going to be selling basically my knowledge. What I'll be doing is certain services through WordPress will actually be able to be bought from the store. For instance, if you own a website, I will technically sell you the ability. I may sell the ability for me to help set one up, like installing your theme or optimizing your website using W3 Total Cache or using Yoast and helping you optimize your theme for SEO compliance and basic things like that. Those are items that I'm expecting to add as far as the service. As far as things that I'm offering that I'll make, it really depends. I can do very simple things, like I'm not the greatest programmer in the world by any measurable standard. In fact, if you told me to go make a program, I'd probably have to be working for hours and looking up and working with tutorials and then customizing and altering and making it fit just to make like a calculator. However, I have a lot of tools with me. I technically have software to make games. I technically could learn to make Flash games. I could make physical PC games. I can make... I'm actually looking into Android development right now, so I could learn to make apps and sell them through there, which is kind of redundant because you would look at the apps like on Google Play Store instead of here, but it's also a great way to kind of like show the products off. And I want to categorize each one of them. So for instance, you'll have some products tagged as, oh, it's an affiliate product, and that'll be the primary tag. If it's an affiliate product, I tag it as an affiliate product. So that way it's not to be confused with items that you buy on the site. What I've noticed is that people who wanting to buy from there typically they want a clear indication that they're buying it from me. Because if they get a redirect to Amazon to go purchase it, that's kind of a pain in the butt. And I have actually made some money from Amazon affiliates. But when my old store existed, I filled it with hundreds of items. But you know what? I hated that. It actually looked horrible. It was so cluttered, my database was filled with useless junk. I had over 100,000 inodes, which is basically files, a junk from it that I had to go through and manually spend hours cleaning and deleting. And I actually deleted some pictures that I needed, and I haven't replaced them yet. So if you stumble across a post like that, don't laugh at me. I couldn't find him yet. And that became a major pain. There was also a lot of things that I had to change on this site. I had to get rid of a ton of plugins that I'm liking, and I'm still fiddling with trying to get one to go away that's bothering me. For instance, the load time on this homepage, and keep in mind, this is a very extensive website on how much just goes on this homepage. I've got post after post with images and images and images, and that just slows your load time down. But I had to get rid of one, and I loved it. It was called Premium SEO Pack, and I loved it to death. But you know what? The thing sucked. It was a horrendously made plugin. It added 3 seconds of load time on my administration board alone. It was accounting for 70% of my load time on my admin board, and that was just too much. The problem that I'm having with this thing is I don't have any image dimensions, and I have to go in and I have to put them in manually through PHP or my CSS files and try and make it work, and it's not liking me too much. Furthermore, I have a couple plugins that are just really stupid. I have one that I love called Hashcash, which what it does is it shows a little lock that's supposed to prevent people from spam registration and spam commenting. Well, I'm having issues. Number one, it doesn't work with BuddyPress. When I try to do it with BuddyPress, it wants to fight me. I can't post any comments. What is the point of a social network if I can't post comments? And then it also is just stupidly built. At import is essentially it's putting a link in a style sheet and then telling it to load that, and it doesn't work. Internet Explorer doesn't work that way. It gets stupid with you. Then I gotta fix the order of my styles and scripts, and then I gotta inline some things. I have 2 things right here that absolutely have no information in them that are loading, and I have to stop that. Then I have to go in and I have to either replace all these images or optimize them, and I'm not gonna do that. That's way too much work. And then this thing has a lot of fonts. I have used many different fonts to make it look great. But at the same time, I gotta figure out what's best. Do I want to use them to call, or do I want to just put them in there and then lose the freaking cache? Because the first time they visit will be slower, but it's just a few extra kilobytes, is it not? I know. But this is what I have to do. Not only that, but then I have to go in and then I have to go into the theme images. The theme has images that I have to replace, and then I have to compress those, because those are the ones that are always going to be there. And the other ones I can replace. My homepage may be 1 megabyte because of how small my images are compressed. In fact, if I start writing more posts, which I'm going to, because this is a news outlet, that's what I'm trying to get into, is make this a news outlet. I need to be producing content. I time myself, and I can create a perfectly made post, SEO optimized, and I can proofread it in about 20 minutes. I can produce, if I sit down and I did that for an hour, I could produce 35 posts per hour, and I have topics coming out all the time. You can see how fast I'm talking. My brain is havoc. So I can sit here and I can write. And then that'll produce more content, and I can shrink the images. In fact, that's the main thing that I'm trying to do, is I'm shrinking my images, and I have many tools on my program to do it, and the problem is Yahoo Smush It, which is a great service that it's supposed to make them shorter on the WordPress, and doesn't fix them enough. And if I use another service, which is Image Optimizer, it uses so much server resource that my server company has a cow about it. So I can't do that. So we're going to have to start changing some things. Not only that, but I've tried to find a way to make the site optimize even more. I use a quick service called Cloudflare because I'm not quite ready to use my own content delivery network. If I will, I'm getting Max CDN. I've decided on that. But Cloudflare I'm using right now is becoming a butt. It doesn't combine CSS. I can't force it to reduce the HTTP request. A browser can only download so many requests at once, and what this does is it tunnels them. Essentially, when you pipeline or tunnel a JavaScript, it doesn't load them. It's like asynchronous, but it comes from another source. It's like asynchronous at the footer level, and it's almost like they're combined, but they're not really combined. They're just not there yet. It's an odd way to look at it. Use cookie-free domains. Okay, I have to change all this. When I get a freaking CDN, a lot of these will be fixed. But I'm trying to get it to where this thing loads faster. Let's retest it real quick. And I know it doesn't load in 6 seconds. I can get my phone to load a lot faster than that. But I have to make it faster. Faster. And the problem is because when I originally did this, I didn't shrink the images. Before, I got extremely lazy and I treated it, I didn't treat this thing like I should have. I treated it more of a chore than I did something I actually wanted to do. So I would just grab an image, or I'd put some images together and then put it up there, and then I wouldn't compress it, and I had an image on there that alone is about a megabyte worth of size. That's why that thing is so big. I have one image on my homepage that's about a meg in size. It's this thing, because I got it from I got it, and it's big. It is not a small image by any measurable standard. It hurts to load it. So I need to write a post in this category to get it pushed down. Not only that, but I have to write more for my other categories, and if I ever add a category, that has to go on there. And my videos are also here, and then I have to write categories, and then some of these items don't even have the image because it wasn't optimized, because I pulled them in from Blogger like an idiot. So, well, there's a lot that needs to be done. But the posts are actually very good. I wrote a post on Infolinks. Infolinks is an ad network that I reviewed. In fact, I'm tempted to use Infolinks to increase revenue. I'm trying to find ways to increase the revenue as well as get the site faster, because if the site's slow, it's going to bother me. So I'm tempted I have to find an ad network that suits, and it has to be rich media. Media.net is working on adding it. I know that they're going to have it soon, but I'm impatient. I want them to hurry it up. So until then, I may just get stuck with nothing. I'm going to use a link advertisement of some sort. Whether it's Contera, Chitika, or Chitika, or Infolinks, there's going to be some on there. I'm going to have it very limited though, and I'm going to have it only load in this text. If it does not load in this text, I swear someone will be dead. And then I need to I need to add more to these widgets. These widgets are not working the way I want them to. I want more. I have to figure out a good cutoff point for my post. My posts need to be this certain length. That I have standards. And my navigation needs to be updated. My store has nothing on it. I'm swamped. I have more networks that I want to put on there. My main thing was with this, I'm just stepping away from Add This. Add This is a social bookmarking thing that is absolutely wondrous. I love it to bits. But you know what? It sucks. It hurts load time because Add This is another third-party script. I don't want another third-party script. These, in fact, aren't even scripts. They're images that are using links. So they just call. So I click on this. It opens up. It's a link. You see? So it's a wonderful thing. Google Plus Share allows me to go Google Plus, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and Twitter, and the like. Unfortunately, that's not enough services for everyone, because a lot of the times it doesn't even come down to those services. Where to stumble upon? I need to add one. I need to add a more button. I'm feeling I could do something with Add This, which requires a link instead of JavaScript, to where they could share it to more services, which is what I'm looking for. There's Hashcast. This is great. I love this little thing to bits. But any other time, if I'm on anything that doesn't use this, because then not everything is styled to accept this, it becomes stupid with me. Not only that, but the style sheet's pulling in Font Awesome, which is already being used to display things like this. So it's kind of stupid. And I've actually updated to where I won't know. I'm trying to get rid to where I no longer need it. I'm using a local blacklist, which is kind of an old way to do it. But my local blacklist has 13,000 items that are blocked from comments. The only thing that gets worrisome is registration and registration spam, which I'm going to have to find a way to cut it back before I could do this. Remember, I'm trying to do this without any plugins. I'm trying to keep as few plugins as out. And this is on HostGator hosting services. When this gets bigger, I will be using a better hosting. But for now, I have to deal with this. And I just don't deem it ready to be using a bigger service. So until I can get a functional store, an ad network, another display network, like media.net to start getting display advertisements, hurry it up, guys. Take the hint. Then we can start getting nicer things. But until then, we are stuck dealing with nonsense that's loads a little too slow for me, because this needs to be an A. This will be fixed. Photon, which is the current service that uses it, is very stupid. Because this doesn't recognize it. It does not want to recognize it. So, I don't know what to do there. Make fewer HTTP requests. Yeah, we're going to have a long talk about that one. Add expires headers. Just because fonts can't be... I don't even know where this is coming from right now. Why is this... Oh, because it's making an image from YouTube. This is the YouTube image. So I had to do something about that. And then I had to do something with cookie-free domains. That would also come from a CDN. Reduce DNS lookups. I wouldn't have so many different DNSs. Gravatar is stupid right now because it's making a call to Gravatar to get a default image that doesn't exist because I have the default image locally, so I have to turn that off. it's becoming stupid. And then reduce the number of DOM elements. That's because I use a lot of things like the weather things. Those add a lot of DOM elements, which is just basically the amount of division. When you use a lot of divisions, it's bad. There's a redirect because Gravatar keeps making a call that it shouldn't be, and it's annoying me. And it's just a pain in the butt. Now, granted, I could probably solve 99% of the problems if I just use Discus. However, WooCommerce, which is how I'm going to sell things, only accepts the comment from WordPress. And to be frank, I like the WordPress comment system. I don't want to use another one. So, struggles. And then the gaming site. This site needs to get updated, and this site needs to be changed, or I'm going to punch it in the face. Because this site loads so pathetically slow currently, I'm going to find a new theme for it, something that's a little bit more optimized, something that actually loads quickly and is compliant with SEO. And it needs to be responsive. You can play Flash games on your mobile phone, which is what I'm looking for. I'll probably do that today, actually. Maybe tonight. I have a lot of time. I need coffee or something. But, yeah, we have plenty of games. Games are going to be added. Oh, you think that these are all the games we have? Oh, no, no, no. You don't even begin to understand how many games are coming in. Where are all these games coming from? I don't remember adding those games. Huh, must be still bringing more in. Good, 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 good. So, more games are coming. A new layout's coming. More. It's just going to be better. I apologize now. And look at these add this. They will die. Somehow I will make them go away. But I don't know. Thank you very much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, don't be concerned for my health or my sanity. But if you have any suggestions, if you guys have any suggestions of items to add to the store, anything that you want, any services that you want, you need to tell me, and I will make sure to add them. Thank you very much for watching. Please register on either one of my sites. Try out my games. If you have any questions about them, if you have anything you want added, and I will make sure to do that. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye. I need coffee or something.